we took all of the common issues, the common complaints of most carts, and we tried to figure them out with this cart. So what this cart is, it's got a lot of features. I'll just go through them real quick. The bottom drawer slides out 3/4 of the way, so you can actually access big products without having to bend it under there and shove it and try to.
Yeah.
This comes out 3/4 of the way. It holds 200 pounds. It'll hold more, but conservatively, it's 200 pounds.
Okay.
That's what we call it for safety. It's soft close still, so it's not going to slam your stuff. You can still lock this drawer, so it doesn't accidentally come open. This is 100 pound soft close. You can store your tools in there, lock it up at the end of the day. This has storage trays up here, screwdriver holes, put your screwdrivers in. This handle is a 3-position handle. It goes up, goes out, and then it goes low if you want it to go low.
So it depends on how you're using it?
Depends on how you use it. Some people go with the handle, some people do, some people want it high, some people want it right here.
Okay. Okay.
These trays here actually move up and down.
Oh, okay.
Edges, so you can, they're multi-position trays.
So there's one for each side?
One for each side.
Okay.
These hold, spray cans, parts, tools, you name it. You got these nice little rubber ears on.
Okay.
Right here, right here. So not everybody uses it, but some people want it. I've got so many of these things to charge, so we put a power strip here with USB ports, so you can still charge your batteries, on the go. So we've got a power strip in it. The back. This is a flip-up work shelf. It's small, but it's made for laptops.
Oh
iPads.
yeah.
It's a work area actually you can use on this. If you don't want it, just flip it out of the way. It's magnetic, so it actually sticks there. You can see it doesn't rattle. It just pops out. It just comes down. Sits there.
Okay.
Working a laptop, have your beverage here. This also has V-grooves here. V-groove.
For like cutting pipe or something?
Exactly, cutting pipe, cutting 2x4s, whatever. Something to hold your material in place.
Okay.
The other thing, notice here, speaking of pipe, you actually put pipe down those holes right there, and you actually take a pipe bender and you can bend them up here. The steel's that strong. It's reinforced right through here. You got nice little cup holders, put your pens or parts. I want to keep my cups up there, if I don't want them at all, I just put it in there and lock it into place. And
nice.
It's nice and flat. This one does the same thing.
I was just looking at the two on that end are fixed. The wheels, and those are casters
so
on that
those
side?
Swivel.
Or swivel and fixed.
And those are fixed.
Okay.
And those are PU casters, polyurethane. The wheels are softer, so they grip.
Okay.
They're not the hard plastic, which are like those. Those are soft.
Okay.
It's got rubber bumpers on it.
Oh.
And it's a 700-pound tool cart.
What is the price going to be on this?
So this will be between $350 and $400, and that is a good deal for what you get.
Yeah.
The features on this. It's
So,
not a Harbor Freight cart, but it's going to last.
So I would say like mechanics and carpentry, those are like the two markets.
Electricians, plumbers, mechanics, carpentry.
Kind of all trades.
Job site, all trades. We took all that trade knowledge and trade kind of questions and issues, like this is what I need, this is what I want, and tried to put them into one
universal cart. Yeah, okay. At first I thought it was a little more automotive, like roll it up to your car, put the parts on it, get your wrenches out, but now I'm seeing it's
got more use.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
And again, see those chargers on that one there? On the toolbox?
Yeah.
Yeah, we put them in this as well. So you can still mount
on both sides?
Both sides.
Both sides, wow.
So down here are the two, so you can mount them down there. That is low, but you put them on both sides, so you can put them here. Or here.
Cool.
Making it universal.
Nice.
So what we have here is, this is what our competitors sell. Like it's an industry standard. It's a board cutter. So what you have is two inserts of carbide, one going this way, one going this way. And what we have over here is the Bosch Full Head Extreme Bulldog Carbide. And what we do here is we take a full head of carbide instead of these inserts. You got the full head, and we bond it to the body using diffusion bonding. It's a special glue. It's a proprietary process we have, and it gives us 5 times the life in concrete rebar. You notice it says 4. We've actually moved up to 5 because we used to have this from 5/32 in diameter bit all the way up to 5/8, but now we've expanded that to all the way up to 1 1/8 inches. So when I say 1 1/8 inches, you have that bit?
Yeah.
Right here. So this is how big we've gotten it to. So you can see there's a full head of carbide. And the reason we've gotten that claim up from 4 to 5 is we've improved our bonding process. So that special glue, it's going to be that stronger bond. And so we talk about durability, there's really 3 things that kill a bit, right? So when drilling concrete, there's rebar. You encounter rebar, your head could shatter. 2 would be abrasive, you drill multiple holes, it wears down the carbide. And then 3 would be heat, that kills every bit, right? So we stand up to that. Like if you look on the screen, I know there's a glare. You can see the competitor bit is on the left, their full head, versus the Bosch Bulldog Extreme on the right. And you can see when we go head to head, ours holds up and they're shattered. That's due to the fusion bonding I was talking about. That gives you 5 times the life.
We're there, and then we've also redesigned the combustion chamber to include a more optimized combustion mixture of the air and gas, and so it provides better resistance to that stale fuel when folks don't shut off their fuel valve or drain their line after the season is done.
I've noticed Honda engines in particular hold up better to bad fuel.
Bad fuel.
Yeah, like other brands have had issues, but Honda, like my generator, it still fires up when it shouldn't.
Right.
Like other brands probably would.
You'll notice here this shutter door, instead of an open close, you can do partial bagging and mulching. So I can do 50% bagging, 50% mulching, or a combination. It also has a twin blade system that is basically a stacked offset blade that will allow 4 cutting surface for better mulching, better bagging. It's going, the deck working along with the blade system is going to reduce clogging, so that way you're going to have a better experience mowing. This is literally the ultimate mowing machine. So on the right side, we're going to get it right in there. You see those twin blades?
So those blades always stay in that position?
Yes.
Okay.
So offset, 4 cutting surfaces, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
All right. It's gonna have 9-inch wheels. The select drive.
Okay, so you can
drive
adjust your
system.
speed. So if you're a little slower.
Absolutely. From 0 to 4 miles per hour, and basically you're just gonna do the blade control and
then you hold it.
Hold down.
Okay.
Right.
Air Force deck, which we claim to have the best cut in class. Comfortable, right?
Where's the movie?
I know.
Let's put a screen here.
I know it's very comfortable.
That's what you need to sell, is a little stand that has a screen, so I could be mowing and watching a movie at the same time.
I've had a question between like a stamp deck and a fabricated deck.
Sure.
So how is this?
What's the difference?
Or what is this one?
This is a fabricated deck, so it's a 50-inch fabricated deck.
Yeah. Okay.
Typically what you're going to see between a stamp deck and a fab deck is the grade of steel. So give you an example, we make the same unit and one smaller than this in a stamp deck. It's 11 gauge steel, so when they actually stamp the steel with the lighter gauge, it forms to the shape that they need. If you go to a 13 gauge and you try to stamp it, you won't be able to get that form out of it. So this fabricated deck is 13 gauge, but it's also got weld points on your corners. So all your corners are welded, and you've got the weld guard around the bottom of it.
Okay.
So that's typically what you'll see. And then you can go down to a 9 gauge, which is very, very heavy for like commercial property and stuff. But this would be on the verge of light commercial and a fabricated deck.
Okay. John, have you driven one before?
No.
A zero turn?
That was my first time.
Cool.
Excellent. All right.
Best we have to offer at Milwaukee is the top of the line. Anytime you see the word fuel on any of our tools, you know that's going to be the best version of that tool that we offer. And we launched Fuel in 2012, and since then we've really been trying to cut the cord for the end user and give them corded-like performance and a cordless tool. And Fuel has helped us do that. There's 3 key things about Fuel that make it so badass. First of all is Power State brushless motor. Second is the red lithium batteries. And third is Red Link Intelligence. That's what helps the tool communicate with the batteries. So, the technology that we have in Fuel, we're able to give the end user 15 amp corded performance and a cordless tool. So to give you a little taste of that power, we've got a demo here that's going to put our corded unit head-to-head up against the cordless unit. So the corded unit is our 15 amp super sawzall. It's been around for years. It's a beast of the plumbing and electrical industries. Folks swear by this. This is the most powerful corded recip saw we make. We're going to go head-to-head with the cordless M18 fuel super sawzall with our 12-0 high output battery that we just launched last year. So we're just going to do a head-to-head race. Same blade, same settings. Only difference here is really corded versus cordless. Brother, you ready? Yep. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Pretty straightforward, right? That goes to show you that we are able to attack those corded markets that have had corded tools forever, miter saws, table saws, large angle grinders. We're able to deliver that power and performance that the end user expects from a corded tool and a cordless tool.
I'm going to touch high level on flex volt and then touch into atomic, and then we're going to usher you into each kind of demo, and then happy to answer any questions.
First, real quick, 3 things to know about outdoor. One is the battery compatibility. So everything Ben was talking about, all those batteries that everybody has from DeWalt, 20 volt and 60 volt, work in outdoor products now. So we've got a hedge trimmer, string trimmers, chainsaws, and blowers. Okay. Second thing to know is the exclusivity, right? So if you don't see it over there, surprise, surprise, we are exclusive to the Home Depot, so you're not going to find the outdoor products anywhere else. Third thing is we're actually launching 60 volt products this year. So we've had 20 volt outdoor in the past, and now we've got 60 volt this year. So that includes this blower right here, which is so new that it's going to be in stores next month. So you guys get to try it out before anybody else does. And what does that 60 volt power do for your outdoor? What it does is it gets you, for example, the string trimmer gets you about 2 times the grass cut. So you're looking at about 3,700 square feet with your 20 volt and about 8,000 square feet with your 60 volt. If you think about the chainsaw, it's going to give you about 2 times the amount of cuts. So if you think about a 6x6, if you look at your 20 volt, it's around 30 cuts, 60 volt, it's around 70 cuts. And then your blower is going to get you about 50% more airflow. So you're going to go from 400 CFMs and 90 miles an hour to 600 CFMs and 125 miles an hour. So the best thing to do though is try it out and you can feel the difference. So volunteers, anybody?
Nice. So I see a lot of the concrete cutting saws have a much larger, I don't know, is it like 14 inch or?
Yep. 3 1/4 depth of cut.
Okay.
So you can do your CMU blocks, the things that cinder blocks is what a lot of people call them. The same way you would do a 14. 14 can't do it one pass. You have to flip it anyway.
Okay.
So that's the same thing it could do there. Now, you're talking about other applications that you get into, they're going to have larger depth of cut, but this gets a big chunk of the job done.
So like most hardscapers, hardscape landscapers?
Yeah, I think 3 1/4 is going to get most of their applications.
Okay. So you can hook up a garden hose at water valve there.
Yep.
Okay. And then it's 60 volts.
Yeah, it runs off of our flexible battery.
Okay.
What's the price?
All right, so I'm back home in my work corner. I flew home from Atlanta yesterday, and as you can see, I still have some of that sun that I brought with me. My face is a little red yet. So I was going through my footage and I realized that I wasn't able to visit every single company that was there and get pictures and videos of all their tools. I did post several things to Instagram that you might not see here, so please follow me there. If you'd like to see more of these exciting tools that were on display, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer. And if you find this video interesting and informative and you'd like to see more of it, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.